Hi, I'm Brien Lundin, editor and publisher of Gold Newsletter, and I am here at the Metals Investor Forum in Toronto. I have the great pleasure of speaking today of Leo Hathaway, the the chairman of Golden Shield Resources, an explorer in Guyana. And I say explorer, this is not really so much a grassroots explorer, Leo, but it's a company that's delivering in some proven projects, some I guess more grassroots, but delivering some extraordinary drill results. You know, I talk to people who are new to investing in precious metals and mining stocks, and one of the things I stress to them is that it's an inefficient market, and if you do the groundwork, take the time and do the research, go to conferences, subscribe to newsletters like Gold Newsletter, and do the work, do the research, you can find these hidden gems. One of the things that hits me about Golden Shield is the fact that you've been delivering some really extraordinary drill results lately, but have not been getting the kind of reaction that you would get in the market in a more buoyant or active market atmosphere. So this kind of market malaise that we're going through is creating a real opportunity for companies, investors who are willing to go out and find those opportunities that the market is overlooking. Golden Shield really is one. So with all of that said, Leo, can you give us an idea of the kinds of results you're getting in Guyana and why Guyana is so important?
Yeah, so Marudi Mountain, which is where we've been doing our drilling, we had 50 meters at 9.1 grams from the Mazoa Hill prospect there, and 33 meters at 7.58 grams. So, which
is really extraordinary, and that's what I'm talking about. The market reaction has not been commensurate with the kind of results you're getting.
No, that's certainly how I feel, and we're stepping out to depth on our own resource. So we're adding ounces to the resource that we will eventually do there, and we've got a lot more lookalike targets that haven't been drilled on that property. So we need to systematically work our way through it. But I think, to me, it has that feeling of a property that has a lot of potential, a lot of high grade, and really hasn't seen much modern exploration. So yeah, we're excited to keep going there.
Yeah, and I like that project because you have a number of other targets. You're getting such great drill results, a number of other targets on that project, but you have other projects too.
Yeah, and I think we have 55 square kilometers at Marudi Mountain, and we've been drilling on Mazoa Hill, and I think it's very easy when you're a company to get sucked into an area where you're producing high grade results, and that's very attractive. But we're trying to be a little more disciplined and get to these other targets, which other companies have had I think it previously had the same issue.
Right.
It's hard to
target
go
rich environment.
Yeah. So we're really doing pushing that because most of the claim is unexplored.
And that is an issue. When you have so many prime targets, it is something you have to manage. It is a challenge. What do you do next? And that said, it's the kind of problem you like to have. So what are you going to do next? What's the plan right now in the exploration program? How well is it budgeted? And how much money do you have to progress?
Well, what we need to do is do enough surface work so that when we do come to drill, we would as informed as we can be, so we don't waste any drill meterage. That being the most expensive thing. So what we're doing right now is surface mapping, sampling. We trench down through the saprolite to confirm that the bedrock is running gold over a significant strike, and then we would drill it. In terms of where we are financially, the company's less than $1 million in the till right now. We've just finished our phase 2 drilling at Marudi, and our burn rate is very low when we're not drilling, but we're doing a $6 million financing through Canaccord currently to raise funds to keep drilling at Mazoa Hill, test a number of these surface prospects at Marudi Mountain, and also put some initial drill holes into our other properties, Arakaka and Fish Creek.
And can you explore year round? I mean, this is going to be pretty steady news flow.
Yeah, you can. There is a rainy season from more or less May to September or October, but we've been drilling through that, and so you can explore year round. It's a little harder in the rainy season, but you can.
Now you mentioned trenching through the saprolite, and what we're looking at is a typical kind of Guyana geology, but bigger picture, you're looking at something that's very similar to West Africa, right?
Yeah, that's right. And it's the same bit of crust mineralized at the
Yeah.
same time, and it just separated when the Atlantic Ocean opened up. So there's not as much saprolite on the West African side, and there's more infrastructure and more exploration dollars being spent, and there's more gold mines there. But intuitively, when I look at the Guyana side, there's way less gold mines. So
Yeah.
you kind of empirically, I know they're there. We just
Right.
gotta find them.
And in fact, your VP exploration has experience in West Africa.
Yeah,
right?
he's been working there for 25 years.
Yeah.
So for a number of major companies. So
And
he's
finding the same kind of geology, same rocks here.
Yeah, so he's been instrumental in reinterpreting
Mm-hmm.
Marudi Mountain and also looking at other projects that we're evaluating in the country.
And while there's not as many mines on this side of the ocean as there are in West Africa, there are some first movers there. And I would include you among those early movers, but there were some first movers there that have grown considerably in Guyana. Compared where you are in now, and obviously you don't have the same resources, et cetera, as some of the other companies operating, but compare where you are now with the market caps of these other companies.
Yeah, so I mean, I think Guyana is at the beginning of an exploration boom, and I think you're seeing that in the number of companies coming into the country. I think the companies you're talking about are companies like Reunion Gold,
Yeah.
G2, and when you look at the market cap of those companies compared to our companies, and there's no direct comparable,
Right, not yet.
But there's certainly a big delta between those two
Right,
market
yeah.
caps. So I feel for us to move the needle is not going to be a great task.
Yeah, and we're looking at companies that have 10, 15 times your market cap, and obviously more ounces and have ounces and resources. But when you look at Marudi and you look at the drill results you're getting there, when you look at the other targets on the project that you will be drilling, you look at your other projects, it seems to me that at least you have a clear plan to get to something where you'll be talked about in the same breath as these other companies, which would imply along the way a very significant increase in your market capitalization.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, and that's where we're trying to go. And I think at the kind of grades we're drilling over the widths we're drilling, adding ounces into a resource is relatively efficient when in terms of drill cost.
And so what are we looking at in terms of meterage or near-term in drilling? And
Well, we just paused the phase. Well, we stopped the phase 2. We've
Yeah.
still got 4 drill holes to come from that program. Right now, we're pushing that surface work I talked about to get some of the other prospects to drill phase, and we're looking at probably going back drilling in September, both on Mazoa Hill, but testing the other prospects that we'll have had at Culture Drill Station that time.
And your turnaround on drilling to get results out how's that working?
It's a lot better than a lot of countries.
That's
of
the impression I
the
get.
order of 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So more news to come, and then more news throughout the fall.
Yes, and that's what we've been doing, and that's the objective is to, every 2 or 3 weeks have news coming out,
Yeah.
albeit from surface work or from drilling. Yeah.
Well, let's leave our audience with some details. Trading symbol, market share structure, et cetera, and market cap.
We trade on the CSC. The market symbol is GSRI. We currently have 28 million shares out, 34 million fully diluted. We're trading between 50 and 55 cents at the moment for a market cap of between 14 and 15 million.
And again, if you compare that to some of the companies that you aspire to be compared with, we're talking about considerable multiples in growth in the market cap. The key being you have to prove up the gold. And I can't stress this enough. Golden Shield has been producing some results recently that should be making headlines in the market, but right now no one's paying attention. So while it's not good for you, it's wonderful for anyone, for investors who are looking for opportunities like this. And this is kind of ringing the bell as an opportunity to get involved in a company that will be growing, I think, rapidly in the future as it continues to deliver results like this. Leo, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.